Welcome back to Basic Fishing Bites. Today I'm going to talk you through exactly what my basic margin fishing rig is. So we're fishing for F1s today, so I've gone for a short kit. Makes me nice and efficient when I'm playing fish. They pop up nice and quickly and easy to net in front of me. Because we're going into autumn now, it's cooling down, the fish aren't fighting quite as much. I've gone for an orange hydro, which is like quite a soft hollow elastic. Run through a short kit. It's nice and soft on the strike, and then got my little puller, side puller, so that allows me to tighten my elastic up while I'm playing fish, which is a lovely handy little tool. We've actually got a video on the channel talking through exactly what they are and how you use them. Main line, which is what a main line is the main section of line which houses the components of your rig, your float in particular and your shots. That's 0.17 end gauge, which is about £6, I believe, but I go off millimeters. All lines now say on the packet exactly what they are. 0.17 is a nice balance between being strong enough but not overly thick, which will catch the wind, especially on windy, cooler days. And you know, in the winter months, and as it's cooling down, the fish aren't fighting as much, and you're not fishing against super snaggy pegs, and it matches up nicely with a slightly lighter elastic. So that's why I've gone for 0.17 end gauge. At the top here, before we get into the nitty gritty down the bottom end, I've got two number 8 back shots. These are little micro cubes, they're called, which nip onto the line, and the key with them is it just keeps my rig nice and stable. I can drop them in the water, and that keeps everything nice and still where I've fed my bait. So once I pop my little pile of food in, I can put my rig over the top of it, and then back shots help keep my float exactly where I want to be fishing. The float, which is one of the most important bits for me, put it this way so you can see it, it's a 0.4 bagger float. Now, these are brilliant for all round sort of summer, spring and autumn margin fishing. It's my go-to for fishing up to 2 foot deep. I know the join on my top kit here is 2 foot, so I'm fishing in around about 22 inches of water there today. They're quite a nice short stubby float with a thick hollow bristle, which is super stable. These are brilliant floats, dead strong should I say. They've got a fiberglass stem which doesn't break, and it's just incredibly reliable. 0.4 is nice and heavy. It stays nice and still, which is what you want when you're fishing down the margin. You're setting little traps and hoping to catch them fish over the bait where you fed it, so you want a float that's nice and stable. Down the line, keeping things nice and simple again, I've just got one singular bulk of number 8 shots. They're shots this time. They stay on the line in position a little bit better, I find personally. When I'm fishing bulks, I do like to use shots, and I've just put them all nice and neatly in a line next to my hook length, just to keep my rig nice and still. When I'm fishing on the bottom down the edge, I'm not fishing through the water, so if I wanted to create a presentation where my rig was falling and the fish were maybe taking the bait as it was falling, then spreading the shots out would help me replicate that with my rig. But because I'm putting a bit of bait in and setting my rig on top of it and fishing bang over the top on the bottom, I want to get my shot down to the bottom of my rig, and that'll hopefully pull my hook bait right down to the bottom straight away, so I'm fishing a little bit faster, just to make things a little bit more efficient. Then I've got a nice short 3-inch hook length just to get my shot nice and close to my rig, again just for stability, to keep my rig in position. And I've gone for 0.13 end gauge this time, which is key to have it lighter than your main line. So if you do get stuck on a route, or you have to pull for a break, for example in a tree, or if a fish happens to be a bit bigger than you expect and it breaks you, it's only going to break your main line, your hook length material, which is attached loop to loop to my main line. So I've got 2 loops, one on my main line, one on my hook length material, so I can just attach them, and if I break one I can just bite it off, put it in the bin and attach a new one. So 0.13 is nice and light, it's nice and supple, but strong enough to land any carp or F1s at a hook, especially when you go into autumn and winter. You want to step down your tackle into smaller diameters. Then finally, I've got a 16 Super LWG, which is quite a fine wire, a medium wire I should probably say, hook, perfect for all summer, autumn and even winter fishing really, when you're fishing for carp and F1. So nice balanced tackle. That is my go-to margin rig for F1s and carp most of the time of year when you're fishing down the margin. So hopefully you found that video interesting. If you did, give us a like, comment what you want to see next, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching this video and supporting the channel. It really does mean a lot. And to say thank you, we've managed to team up with some top tackle brands to bring you some discounted tackle. So if that sounds like something you guys want to take advantage of, head over to Catch More Codes, where you'll find all the discounts on the different branded tackle. So get over there, check it out, and take advantage of catchmorecodes.com.